Beneath shifting sands lie pharaohs forgotten by time, rulers erased from our history books. Ancient lists survive as tattered fragments, hinting at dozens of short, mysterious. Between the great dynasties, the 13th ruled in shadows. Many names, few monuments.
Subscribe for more incredible stories from the world of ancient Egypt.
The Turin King List records dozens of rulers, many only known by a single torn entry. Central authority waned. Provincial governors grew stronger, while kings changed rapidly. Scarabs and seals whisper names. Sometimes only a cartouche on a tiny clay seal survives. Many 13th Dynasty kings shared brief courts and similar ceremonial regalia, recurring faces. Courts were compact, bureaucratic hubs where names were kept alive on papyrus and seal. Some kings ruled months, others years, a dizzying carousel of short reigns. Provincial governors amassed wealth and influence as central kingship fragmented. Many projects stopped mid-carve. Kings began to vanish, even from their monuments. A tiny scarab can preserve a throne name when stone and papyrus have vanished. Funerary wealth dwindled for many 13th Dynasty rulers. Tomb offerings were often modest. 19th century excavations uncovered fragments, but many kings remained anonymous in museums. Piecing the Turin List to artifacts became a detective story for modern Egyptologists. Some kings, like Sobekotep, left clearer marks. A few monuments and inscriptions survive. Even partial cartouches can confirm a king's existence when cross-referenced with other finds. Trade continued despite instability. Foreign contacts appear in seal motifs and imported goods. Lower Nile inundation may have strained resources, accelerating political fragmentation. Administrative ostraca reveal everyday strain, delayed wages, unpaid labor, and shift. Local rulers sometimes assumed royal trappings, blurring lines between crown and province. Pressure from the northeast foreshadowed larger political transformations in coming decades. Changes in funerary titles suggest shifting authority from crown to local powers. Modern digs continue to unearth fragments that reframe our picture of the 13th Dynasty. Names were often erased, overwritten, or repurposed, a palimpsest of authority. Royal women often preserved dynastic memory through temple dedications and family tombs. Economic strain left fewer resources for grand monuments and centralized control. Seals reveal networks. Kings still issued authority, but local power often mediated it. Rival claimants sometimes carved stelae to assert legitimacy in uncertain times. Sometimes Patient epigraphy reveals a name that reforms a dynastic sequence. Reconstruction suggests many royal halls were intimate, not monumental, reflecting limited resources. Temples still functioned as economic centers, helping sustain rulers when royal treasuries dwindled. Early material signs of external cultures appear in delta markets and pottery styles. Variations in royal titulary hint at changing ideology and fragmented legitimacy. Archive finds can add months or years to the reign lists of previously unknown kings. Scribes preserved memory. A single entry could mean the difference between oblivion and history. At times, multiple rulers claimed pharaonic titles simultaneously across Egypt. Tomb reuse and disturbance often erased the archaeological trace of short-lived pharaohs. Provincial inscriptions sometimes preserve names lost in royal centers and lists. A single, intact cartouche can resurrect a ruler from oblivion, restoring a short life. Modern scholarship slowly rebuilds the 13th Dynasty's complex story from fragments and chance. These forgotten pharaohs were human, brief reigns, private choices, and vanished legacies. The instability of the era ultimately paved the way for new powers and shifting borders. Every new inscription is a small victory, a name rescued from silence for future. Museums hold these fragile clues, preserving names until scholarship can restore their stories. Memory fades for many reasons: politics, climate, economy, and the silent work. The story of the 13th Dynasty is unfinished. Every discovery reshapes our past and invites. These forgotten pharaohs deserve remembrance. Their brief reigns formed a fragile bridge in Egypt's